2011 Navarra Chamber Awards presents Frank Gehry, Jean Nouvel, Norman Foster and Santiago Calatrava are just some of the renowned architects who've succumbed to Parklex, the top quality product made by Composites Gurea, a company from Navarra. The first to put his trust in them was the architect from Navarra, Francisco Mangado. Inigo Rodrigo, General Manager. We have had a series of unique projects or important moments, such as, for example, the Guggenheim Museum. This meant that we got in touch with Frank Gehry, who is one of the most famous architects in the world. And the Guggenheim Museum itself, for example, meant that we got in touch with Norman Foster, as the day before it opened, there was a private opening ceremony just for him. And the flooring fascinated him, and the next day he called us to get us to do his own home. But why have the most prestigious architects in the world been captivated by it? It's an HDL product, a high-density stratified wood panel. There is nothing on the market like the one we make, and it also has the huge advantage that it doesn't need any kind of maintenance. As far as architecture and building are concerned, talking about a wood basically for outdoors, which doesn't need any maintenance, represents a real challenge, as well as a product concept or a product in general that logically makes it really interesting as far as architects, builders and the architecture market in general are concerned. Parklex can withstand any adverse conditions and can be found in the open in Alaska and also in the desert in Saudi Arabia. Parklex leaves Vera de Bidasoa and arrives in 50 countries, and all this because Composites Gurea has grasped that the world is an enormous place. Juan Azcue, Business Department Manager. For us, the Spanish market used to represent about 70 to 75% not too long ago, maybe 6 to 7 years ago. And right now, the Spanish market only represents about 25%. We wouldn't have been able to bear this drop in our sales in the Spanish market, which has been about 70%, if we hadn't increased our sales abroad. Very probably, we would have had to close down the business if we only depended on the Spanish market. Exports in 2011 have increased 64% with regard to 2009, 24% with regard to 2010. Far from closing down, they are now thinking about carrying on growing. They want to reach all the countries in the world. They are focusing their efforts on North and South America, but especially on China. Their great strengths: faith in the product, courage to go anywhere on the planet, and their work. Product, courage, work. Navarra Chamber Awards 2011. Export Prize, Composites Gurea.